Welcome to this Canva animation tutorial for beginners, where I'm going to show you step by step how you can create a professionally looking explainer style animation video in Canva. This is beginner friendly. It doesn't require any previous animation experience, and absolutely anyone can do it. Now let's get straight to the point and watch the demo video that we will recreate here together today.
Tired of taking selfies? Are you stressed in front of the camera? At photoshoot123.com, we got you covered. Update your LinkedIn profile with a professional photo, or update your dating apps and have people literally fall in love with the new you. The possibilities are endless. Sign up now and get started.
Alright, I think that looks amazing. And don't worry if it looks a little bit overwhelming. Absolutely anyone can achieve the exact same results by the end of this tutorial. So the way in which we are going to achieve those results is by using something called stock GIFs. Now you might know what GIFs are, but stock GIFs are basically professionally animated GIF images. They are created by motion graphics designers. They're pre-animated, they're ready to go. All you have to do is drag and drop them into your Canva project, and you're good to go. So there's plenty of GIF animations that you can use, like characters, different ethnicities, genders, icons, everything that you need to build your project. Unfortunately, Canva doesn't have those in its library, so this is an external resource. Canva has some amazing stock assets, but it doesn't do that well when it comes to stock animation. So no worries, I'm gonna show you the best place online where you can find those professionally animated stock GIFs at the end of this tutorial. But let's move forward in the meantime, because I already selected my assets here, so I already have everything prepared. And also, I will include a download link in the description so that you can download all the assets from this tutorial and follow along to create the exact same video. Obviously, whenever you start a video animation, you need a script, and for most explainer videos, you need a voiceover as well, and maybe some music also. So I already went ahead and did that, and then I broke down the script, and for each individual scene, I know exactly what animation I want on screen. So all the planning has been done. Now it's just a matter of putting everything together. Now, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm here in my free Canva account. I'm going to create a new design, and when this opens, just type here video and then click on the first one. And now the first thing that we want to do is go to the upload panel here on the left sidebar and start adding our own assets into Canva. So first let's add the audio. So I'm going to select the voiceover and the music, drag and drop them here. All right, this is going to load pretty fast. All right. Next, what I want to do is let's go to the videos panel. Technically, GIFs are animated images, but for some reason in Canva, they show up in the videos tab. That's perfectly fine for me. So just drag and drop all of them here into Canva and just wait for everything to load and process. It's going to take a couple of seconds, maybe a few minutes, depending on how many animations you have and how complex they are. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and fast forward when it finishes processing them. All right, and we're back. Not gonna lie, that took a couple of minutes to process everything, but it's something we have to do because let's keep in mind, Canva is a software that's in the cloud, so you access it online. So whenever you upload anything from your computer, it doesn't actually access it from your computer, but takes it to their own servers and has to reprocess them so that it can serve it back to you in a very optimized way. And also, we're on the free plan, and I'm pretty sure they do not prioritize media processing for the free plan. But if you're on the pro version, I'm sure this whole thing is going to be a lot faster. Anyway, here we are, and now let's start off by first adding the audio. So let's start by adding the music and the voiceover. Now, the way Canva works is it doesn't really allow you a lot more time on the timeline, except for what you have, the current 5 seconds that we have. So to fix that, let me just add a couple more pages which is the equivalent in PowerPoint of slides, let's say, but in Canva they are called pages. All right, so now I think we have... All right, we can see everything all the way to like 20 seconds. Our video is going to be like 22 seconds, something like that. And yeah, let's play it back.
Tired of taking selfies?
All right, so first thing that you notice is that the music track, which is this purple one, is super loud. So make sure you select it here on the timeline, go to the volume icon, and let's change that down all the way to 11. Yeah, I think we can do that.
Camera? At photoshoot123.com, we got you covered.
All right, that is way better because you want to be able to focus on what the voiceover is saying, and the music is just there to be in the background. Like the music is not the main character here. All right. So now let's click on this button. When it changes to this thing on the bottom, so not this on top, the other one, you can actually select this slider to zoom in a little bit so we can clearly see the timeline and the waveform of the audio. So next, what we're going to do is we are going to time each particular page or scene to the voiceover because we want what is happening on screen to be perfectly timed with what is being said in the voiceover. So let's do that just now.
Tired of taking selfies?
All right, so this would be scene number 1. It ends here. So I'm going to grab this, resize it like this, and let's keep playing.
Are you stressed in front of the camera?
All right. So you can kind of see on the timeline, all the pauses are when there's a break in the waveform. So here's another pause, would be another pause, here would be another one, and so on. That's really useful when you read the waveform. So let's do this one as well.
At photoshoot123.com, we got you covered.
All right, this is where we introduce the logo and everything else.
Update your LinkedIn profile with a professional photo.
All right, cool.
Or update your dating apps
All right.
and have people literally fall in love with the new you.
All right. So we might actually have to add a couple more scenes or pages in Canva. So I know exactly from my script because I worked on the script. So you need to know your script as well, right? All of this is planned. You read the script and then you break it down. You prepare all the GIFs that you want. And then you kind of know which scene ends where and what GIF you want in there. So I'm already doing this by just looking at it because I can see it here is where the scene ends. There's a pause. And then this one, I don't know, maybe we'll keep it around 4 seconds, whatever, something like this. Okay, so now if we go all the way here to the beginning, let's see what the voiceover says. And now let's start adding the GIFs. So now we have the perfect timings for each and every scene in our video. Now let's add all the elements inside each one.
Tired of taking selfies?
All right, so we're talking about taking selfies. Now let's go to the videos tab here. And I have a GIF animation of this character, of this woman with a selfie stick, taking a couple of selfies. This works perfectly for what the voiceover is saying. So I'm just gonna put her in the middle, resize her so she fills up the whole frame. And let's see what we have.
Tired of taking selfies? Are you stressed in front of the camera?
All right, then we're talking about being stressed in front of the camera, right? So obviously we want to continue our project with the same character. So we have another animation of the exact same character being stressed. So again, I'm going to put her in the middle in the next scene, resize her. It makes sense if she's in the exact same position, right? Because you want to have some continuity from this to this, right? So that's pretty cool.
Are you stressed in front of the camera? At photoshoot123.com, we got you covered.
All right, so in this next scene, we are introducing the company, right? But this is an imaginary company, so it doesn't exist, right? So we have a logo animation, which is just this cute camera icon. I think it's really nice. So I'm going to add this here a little bit higher because now I want to go to the text tab and add a new heading, which in our case would be the name of the company or the website basically. So it was photoshoot123.com. All right. Obviously, you can change the font to whatever you want perfectly. Personally, I'm a big fan of Montserrat, so let's go with that. I think the font size is good, the positioning is good, and I think we can proceed.
.com, we got you covered. Update your LinkedIn profile with a professional photo.
All right, so we're talking about LinkedIn, and we want to make things a little bit more dynamic. So for this scene, we will actually use the same character as before, except this time she's dressed a little bit different because now we're talking about a professional environment. So we have the same character, but dressed for the office. So I'm going to move her here to the right. And on the left, because we're talking about LinkedIn, I will add a logo animation of LinkedIn, resize this one as well, and there you have it. Let's see what we have next.
Update your LinkedIn profile with a professional photo, or update your dating apps and...
All right, next we're talking about dating apps. So let's see, we have, again, now we're going back to our main character, but dressed a little bit more casually because we're not talking about work. We're talking about the dating apps. And we have her on the phone because that's what she's doing. She's working on the apps. And I want to kind of I want to switch things around. So here we had the main character on the right, icon on the left. To spice things up a little bit, I'm going to have her on the left and then have an icon, like a heart animation to show the dating aspect. I'm going to add it here on the right. I think it's a very nice balanced composition. And let's see how it looks.
Update your LinkedIn profile with a professional photo, or update your dating apps and have people literally fall in love with the new you.
All right, so let's keep spicing things up a little bit here. In this scene, we have 3 characters, male characters. They're all falling in love, different ethnicities. There we go. And I'm just going to put all 3 here in the scene. Really nice. They're all 3 falling in love with our main character. So as you can see, you can find different characters, different genders, ethnicities, whatever you need, you can find it to tell your exact story. Now let's keep moving forward.
People literally fall in love with the new you. The possibilities are endless.
All right, so we're kind of getting close to the end of the video where it says the possibilities are endless. You always want to end your video on a happy note, right? Because now our main character has found a solution. So we are going to use this animation of her cheering, being super happy, because she now found a solution to her problems.
Endless. Sign up now and get started.
All right, so here actually, I'm going to just duplicate this one right here for the end because I want the same logo animation. And instead of the name of the company, we're just going to have the call to action, which...
Sign up now and get started.
Which was sign up now to get started. So let's see. Right click on this scene, duplicate page. And then I have to drag and drop it here at the end. And then with the last one, which is basically empty, right click and delete the page. And now, of course, I'm going to double click on the text, select all of it and just write sign up now, exclamation mark. All right, so now our video is starting to come to life. Let's have a quick look from the beginning and see what we can still improve.
Tired of taking selfies? Are you stressed in front of the camera? At photoshoot123.com, we got you covered.
All right, so far I think it looks awesome, but it still needs a little bit of work. So let's start by, first of all, changing the background color to some of the scenes just to make it a little bit more dynamic, right? White is nice, but you know, it's always better to have a color, I think. So select this one, and obviously feel free to play around with different colors, see which one works best for you, or if you have a brand color, obviously use that one. I'm just going to go with this sort of blue, I suppose. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Use it here as well. Here as well. And this scene right here, I don't think it looks good because of the blue LinkedIn icon. So for those scenes in the middle, I'm just gonna keep it white. And then let's say here we go back to adding a color. Oh, not this one, this one. All right, I think that already looks so much better. And another thing that I noticed is that there's no animation for each individual element. So if you just stay in the middle of the scene, obviously they move, but what I'm talking about is adding a start or an end animation. So right now they just appear on screen basically. So let's go ahead and make that a little bit smoother. So select our element here, go to animate, and I like to keep things simple. So either use a fade or a pan. Rise. Yeah, let's use this one, rise. I think that's really nice. Of course, I'm on the free account, so I don't have access to all the animations and all the settings. So I'm just going to keep it very basic and actually only animate on enter, but not on exit.
Tired of taking selfies? Are you stressed in front of the camera? At Photoshop.
All right, so I kind of like how it jumps here from one pose to another. That's fine. But what I don't like is here we already start with the text and the camera already on screen. So I'm going to select each element, go to animate here. And then let's say we use the pan from left to right. And then do the same thing for the camera. Obviously, you can use any animation you want. I just love to keep things simple and smooth. So there you have it. And I think here we can definitely keep it on enter and on exit. That's really nice. All right, let's see what we have here. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. Pan from the left. Normally with this woman, I would technically pan from the other side, but it's a pro feature, so I don't have that. So I guess both of them are going to pan from the left, as you can see here. All right. I'm just going to quickly add a couple of similar animations here as well. Here also, let's do this one from the left, this one from the bottom, and this one also from the side. Let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. 1, 2, 3. Nice. All right. Here, let's just say animate. Let's just say rise from the bottom. And then here at the end, select both of them and pan from the left. All right, so now we animated pretty much every single individual element inside each scene, but there's another big thing missing. So what I'm talking about is the transition between the scenes. So for those with a blue background, this is fine because we're just going from one pose to another. Actually, here we should add pan animation on exit because we want her to go like this and then the camera shows up. So that's really nice. And it's also in the exact same direction, so that's very smooth on the eyes. But what I was talking about is transitioning from this to this. It kind of just jumps from a blue background to a white background, which is kind of abrupt. I don't like it. So let's go ahead and select this scene, right click, and add a transition. Now let's see, we can use a dissolve. Let's see how that looks. Not a big fan. Let's just go ahead and use a slide actually like this. Let's see. Boom, there you go. Nice, so much better. All right, and then we're gonna do the exact same thing here where we go from white background to blue, to blue background, right click, add a transition, add another slide. Of course, you can change the direction, you can, change the duration of the transition and so on. Now let's play this whole thing back from the beginning because I think we're pretty much done. Let's see what we made together so far.
Tired of taking selfies? Are you stressed in front of the camera? At Photoshoot123.com, we got you covered. Update your LinkedIn profile with a professional photo, or update your dating apps and have people literally fall in love with the new you. The possibilities are endless. Sign up now and get started.
All right, so as you can probably notice, we messed up the timings a little bit. So let's just quickly check that here. Possibilities are endless. Yeah. All right, so this is basically just fine-tuning everything, really. But yeah, I think we didn't really get the timings perfectly, but that's fine. It's not a problem because in Canva, as you can see, you can just quickly adjust the duration of each page, basically each scene, to fix that. So yeah, I think that was the only thing missing, but overall, this is pretty impressive. So as you can see, we made an amazing and professionally looking animated explainer videos that's 20 seconds long, and it only took us, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or so to do this together. All right, so when everything is said and done, you can export this project as a standalone video, as a local file on your computer, so you can do whatever you want with it. And to do that, you can go here on the top right corner where it says share, click on that. And then here on the bottom, it says download. And you can just go with MP4, that's the best one. Keep the settings as it is. Obviously, if you're on the Pro version, you can upgrade to 4K resolution, but we're on the free version, so everything is good. Click download, and it's going to process it in the background. It might take a couple of minutes or so. Just let it do its thing, and in a couple of minutes, you'll have your final video. As you can see, anyone can achieve the exact same professionally looking result with drag and drop simplicity by using stock GIFs. Now, the big question is, where can you find professionally animated stock GIFs? You might be able to find some free GIF images on Google, but those are usually GIF memes or low-quality amateur GIFs that are, first of all, not suitable for our animating purpose, and second of all, you do not have the right license to use them without getting into trouble for copyright infringement. The only place online dedicated exclusively to stock GIF animations is videoplasty.com, the world's only animation-first stock platform. Full disclosure, I'm Edward Stinga, founder of Videoplasty, and you're on the Videoplasty YouTube channel. We built Videoplasty with one single goal in mind: to make animation easy, simple, and accessible to everyone, regardless of budget or previous animation experience. That's why we build and curate professionally animated assets that you can have access to with drag and drop simplicity, compatible with all of your favorite software. Have a look on the website, we have plenty of characters, icons, scenes, and a lot more with very simple pricing and unlimited downloads available. This was Edward Stinga, founder of Videoplasty.com. If you watched all the way to the end, you are awesome. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and until next time, stay creative.